Yeah, I have some banking things I have to take care of.
Okay.
Have fun.
Cash in my account.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Have fun, everybody.
Okay, so we're gonna stand here, our hands are facing the screen, and we're gonna close the mouth and take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale. I'm gonna blow out of my mouth so you can hear and how long I'm holding that breath. So we're gonna do this 2 more times and then we'll get started. Taking that deep breath through, hold it for like 4 long seconds. Okay, here we go. Exhale. Okay, we're gonna do it 1 more time and then we'll get started. Deep breath in. Hold that oxygen in your lungs. Fill it up like 2 ginormous balloons. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And now exhale. All right, and here we go. Let's get started. So Monday night we started with my feet, and we're going to do the same today. I'm just going to pick my foot up and I'm going to circle it. I can hold on to the back of my cabinet. I don't have to worry about balance. Just circling it. Go the other way. Okay, now you're going to do the same thing with your hip. Okay, you're going to rotate it out. If that bothers you, just go up and down, but you're going to rotate, pick it up and out. Okay, now you're going to go out and up. Okay, I'm just holding onto the wall because I'm not going to worry about balance. Okay, now put that toe down onto the ground and rotate out and in. Okay, now we're going to focus on that ankle. My toe is on the floor and I'm rotating it. Okay, I probably just lowered that too much. Now you can't see me. Okay, so there we are. All right, let's go to the other side. Hold on to the wall and circle. Do that while I come back towards the screen and tip it just so you can see a little bit of my face. Okay, so we are circling. And now we're going to rotate the hip. I'm lifting it in front and then I'm rotating it to the back. Again, if this bothers the hip, go just straight plane. Okay, now rotate out and so we're going out and around. It's almost like clockwise. Okay, put that toe down, the heel is still up and rotate. I get a little crunching on my left ankle, but it feels good. Okay, we're done with that one. Now we're going to put our hands on our hips. We're going to just push that hip out or to the side, other side. We're just stretching that IT band, the hip. Okay, now we're going to circle it around, push it back, and circle it around. Okay, 2, 3, 4. I'm going for 1 more. As some of you know, I go 3. Usually, for some reason, I felt like going for 5. 2. We are going the other way, guys. 3. 4, last one. There we go. Okay, now let's start moving our shoulders. Bring those arms up over the head and back down. Again, palms are up towards facing the ceiling. Back up, palms up, and back down. 1 more time. Actually, that was 4, so I'm gonna go 1 more time. Feels really good. Okay, now let's roll those shoulders back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's go the other way now. Back and then forward. Okay, lift those elbows up a little bit. 2 more. All right, let's swing them side to side. If you haven't done anything yet today, good time to do cardio after this long stretch. Hopefully, well, maybe you did it earlier today, those productive ones. Okay, now we're gonna take the arms all the way around, okay? I'm going clockwise. 3, 4, 5. Let's go the other way. Swing it all the way around. I'm trying to keep my elbows straight. If that bothers you, just slight bend. 4 and 5. Okay, palms go back behind me. And we're gonna scissor them, okay? Back and scissor. 3, 4, 5. Okay, interlock your fingers. Bring them up over the head. I'm gonna put my feet about hip width apart and side bend. Same side, guys. There's 2, we'll go for 3 more. 3, 4. All right, let's go the other side. I am trying to open up my ribs. One more. Okay, if you didn't know, I had my fingers interlocked. So let's see if I just back me a little bit. Okay. Interlocking my fingers. And I'm gonna bring them out. My palms are still up towards the ceiling. Now I rotate because I'm gonna break at the hip and come down for a stretch in those hamstrings. Come up, all the way down, rotate those palms down. Sweep the floor with those fingers. Okay, let's go 3 more of these. Take your time. This time, let's take a deep breath in here. Exhale, and come on down. Last one, guys. Okay, now we're gonna combine circular motions with our arms and breaking at the hip. Let's go wider with those hips now. Palms are gonna interlock up here. And as I get to here, about shoulder height, I open my hands and then I reach to the outside of that foot and I sweep across. Okay, here we go. 2. Here's number 3. If you don't like that rotation too much, then you can stay at the bottom and just get that deep stretch. 4, that was probably 5. That's all right, I'm gonna do one more. Okay, bring those arms down. Okay, let's take a break for a minute. I'm gonna go the other way. I just didn't want us to get too dizzy. All right, here we go. So I interlock my fingers. I'm getting my ribs off my hips. And I'm gonna rotate to the other side, past my shoes, and then sweep the floor, come around. Okay, that was 1. We got 4 to go. 2. 3. It's our last one. Okay, all right, guys, bring those palms down. Now we're gonna open up those shoulders again. Okay. Open them up. Palms are facing that screen. They're now parallel to the ceiling, and I open them up. Okay. Last one. Okay, let's scissor them. Or not scissor them, but we're gonna side in the front. Okay, upper body should feel pretty good. Now I'm gonna go into that stretch that I wanted to demonstrate on the wall. So with my right hand, I'm gonna put it behind me, okay? Up high is pretty intense. So I'm gonna start low, right where the handle is, and I'm gonna get up close to it, and I'm gonna look towards you, okay? To the screen. If it's too much of an intense stretch on that neck, then face the wall. Okay, and take that off, go to the other side. Okay, there it is. I'm gonna lower it. And looking towards the screen. And this can really take that bicep and lengthen it and feel so much better. We did some biceps and some rows this week. We're gonna be doing more of those tomorrow. Okay, shake it out. Let's do it again. In my measurement, my gauge was going towards the handle, so I'm gonna go a little bit higher, and I'm gonna try to get my shoulder to open up, the one that's not up against the wall, and I'm gonna look towards that shoulder. Deep breath in. Okay, let's go the other side. Go above that handle on this one. I always have one shoulder a little tighter, and that's this one for me. You can stay nice and close to that wall. All right, and then take that off. Okay, shake those hands out. Pull those fingers back. Pull those fingers back. We're gonna get ready to go down towards the floor to do a lot of the core and more stretch. I failed to mention some kind of a band or a towel or a strap. A strap is ideal. I don't have a strap, but have that close to you. A towel is fine too, like a long beach towel. All right, guys, I'm gonna tip this so you can see me a little bit better. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna move my. There we go. All right, so we are at the edge of our mat, okay? We're gonna walk down. I have my feet really close together, so this is a big challenge for most of you. I'm gonna walk closer. I'm gonna try to keep my heels down. Okay, I'm showing off because I know some of you can't get those heels down like Paul. I know yours are probably right up there. Try to drive them down. And my hands are in front of me. And what I'm trying to do, this is a downward facing dog. You can slightly bend your knees. You can get curled up on the toes and straighten those legs out, okay? And then just slowly try to get those heels down, okay? Now we're gonna bend at the knee. We're gonna go down into a child's pose. Those are the only two yoga stretches that I do, and they're not in that flow pattern today, because we're gonna do more foundation or more core, okay? So now we're on our hands and knees. We're gonna curl the toes under. What we're gonna do is, if you need to, you can go wider. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get down into that crab stance and then come back, okay? So if that hurts too much into the knees or it's hard, you can hold on to the counter, your desk. Don't hold on to a chair, you're gonna fall over, okay? So there we go. I'm gonna go into that crab stretch, curling my toes, and here I am, okay? Get closer, okay? Some of you, you can be up here, and that still feels really good. Roll up onto the toes and back here, okay? That's modified. I'm here, and then I'm gonna roll, okay? All right, we're gonna go into that downward dog. Walk those feet back. Go wider. Now your feet are the width of your mat or your towel. And again, try to get those heels down. Take a deep breath. Okay, now let's go down to the knees. Child's pose. Let that head rest on the floor if you can. Okay, now for some of you, just a good old Superman. If this bothers you, you get that towel. You can go like that, okay? If it doesn't bother your knees to kneel, then don't bother with the towel. All right, so now we're gonna go into a Superman, and there's varying levels here. So if I want real quad strength and shoulder stability, I'm gonna go into the position here where my knees are off the mat, okay? you can't do that yet, if you can't get into this stance, then go ahead and rest your knees down, okay? But what we're doing is we're going to extend that leg, okay? So here I go. I want to face my mat so I don't kink my neck up, okay? Here, I'll go like this. Okay, so face you guys. Now, I'm going to raise that leg up, and now I'm on my 2 hands, 1 foot, and I'm low, okay? I'm gonna switch. Oh, I'm too close to my wall. I'll do a side profile of this one, okay? So I'm up and I'm extending just like that. And the harder, more challenging is if I try to lower that knee, okay? Switch. Now, for those of you who are not interested in that, this is the other Superman, okay? All right, so here we go. Face the screen so I can watch. Here. And switch. And switch. Switch. Okay, and take a rest. Child's pose. Okay, and come on up. All right, now we're going into our timed core, and those are 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and 60 seconds today, okay? So go ahead and lie down on your back. Put my continuous timer on. And we'll get started. Stop, reset. Okay. All right, we're starting to 0. Try to remember to show you when we finish. Okay, now we did the challenge for the shoulder stability and our low back quads. Now we're going to go into the crunches, our bridges, all that good stuff to build up our good abdominal strength, okay? All right, here we go. So we're going to start with our arms out, and we're going to lift up our toe or our feet. We're in that tabletop position, and we're just going to rock and get that low back to stretch out a little bit. Try to activate those tummy muscles. Okay, give it a hug now. These are all prepping, guys. These are all the preps. Okay. All right. First one's going to be an easy one, and then we transition into more of a challenge. So that first one is our legs are straight. I cross them. You don't have to. You can just keep them straight. Back up just a little bit so you can see a little bit more of my legs. There we go. All right. So now my hands are behind my head. My elbows are going to stay back. At some point, we transition them so they're tucked in, but right now they are fully out and almost touching the floor. All right, here we go. We're going to come up. And what we're working is that transverse abdominis, hip bone to hip bone. It's that one that runs the other way when we try to use it, no pun intended. But here it's got to work for us. Suck it in. 10 more seconds. Oops. And take a rest. Somehow I guess I'll have to do it this way. This is fine. Got a different clock timer on there now. Weird. Okay, that's what happens when I touch it with my knuckle. All right, now we're going to transition after this one, that straight-legged crunch. We're going to now lift this leg up, and we're going to come up. And as you can see, I've angled my elbows a little bit towards, like they're in my peripheral, but they're not completely tucked in. Okay? All right, switch legs. 15 seconds. It's okay. All right, now we are in tabletop position, and we're gonna touch the toes and lift, okay? Arms are out to the side and lift. Touch and lift. Five seconds. Okay, take it down. Raise those hips up. It's about 2 minutes worth of abs right now, guys. Just listen, let them relax. Work. Let's let the glutes do the work. Hamstrings a little bit. Let's lift our toes up. It's good range of motion. Okay? All right. Now we're gonna slap them down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, bring it down, give it a quick hug. All right, now we're gonna start that tabletop. We did this one. Now we're gonna hold everything stable, steady here. Hands behind the head and lift. This is a 45-second. My elbows are still fairly tucked in. I see them in my peripheral. I'm not completely bringing them into my knees. When we lift our legs up like this, keep going. 15 seconds. We're changing the center of gravity right into where the belly button is. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, put those feet down and lift up those hips. Okay, and tap. Here we go. Tap. We're working the low back. This is an easy one for most of us. Okay, now we're gonna march. We have 5 seconds, and we got another 45 seconds. This one's gonna be a dying bug. I think it was Nancy who told me, you know, I told her how some of you don't like the name of this one. This is a dying bug, bug on its back. And Nancy said you could call it a marionette, and I thought it's a good name for it. So I'm still trying, Nancy. Call it a marionette. Many of you guys have been working with me for so long, you know. You know I call it a dying bug. This is a 45-second one. For many of you, this is easy, but focus on breathing through this one. Don't hold your breath, and keep the low back pinned down. And now get those arms all the way over. Let that thumb touch. Let's go for 10 more seconds. This is usually where your legs are. This is about where you do that bicycle elbow to knee, okay? All right, take a rest. All right, arms are out to the side, roll side to side. Give that back a stretch. All right, guys, we are about halfway into working these abs and low back. Okay, now we're gonna go back to that march. So hips up and march. Okay, let's bring our arms up. So we're not using at all our upper body or our hands to help us with this. Palms are facing each other. Pull, get those shoulder blades flat. I think this is the exact illustration you would see if you had to look this up. All right, so now, once we finish this one, we're gonna go back into abs, and we're gonna make it a little bit more challenging. Okay, So now I'm going to take my hands, put them back behind my head. I feel like doing those Turkish get-ups, but maybe next week we'll do those. Maybe tomorrow. We'll do them tomorrow. Promise we'll do them tomorrow. And if you're thinking, what the hell is a Turkish get-up? Well, you're going to learn tomorrow, or you could look it up and practice it. If you look up the search term, a partial Turkish get-up, okay? All right. So instead, we are going to do that bicycle elbow to knee, and we're going to do just a 45-second set in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now those elbows are really tucked in, okay? My legs are moving just like that dying bug. But now I'm taking my shoulders off the mat and rotating. There is a modified version of this, and it looks like this. Okay, so you can do that, or you can do this one. You probably about 15 reps into this. We've got 15 seconds to go. Go for 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Take a rest. All right, now this one, we're going to extend that leg, and then we're going to bring it down, and we're not going to let any part of our lower body or our torso move, okay? All of the stability is coming from that glute and that hamstring and your quad, not to mention your low back. Abs, not so much. But what I'm trying to do is keep my hip from dropping, okay? Trying to keep it up the whole time. Okay. To me, these are much easier than those silly old abs. All right, guys, now we're gonna do that double crunch. Why do the double crunch for a half hour, or 30 seconds or 45? We're gonna do this one for that full minute. Now, where our toes are gonna touch, they're gonna touch further away, okay? Your back might come up a little bit. If you don't like that, then bring your feet a little closer, okay? My hands are gonna go behind my head, and I'm gonna pick up my hips, and I'm gonna bring my knees towards my elbows, then my elbows flare back, okay? We are about 5 seconds into it. Some of you are like, yeah, right, Patty. We started 15 seconds ago. Most likely. Now, again, drop those feet as far away as you can without making it feel so much in your back, but challenging those lower tummy muscles. Okay? Keep going. How can we make this easier? Well, there's nothing easy about this one other than maybe take a break. Try not to. We're so close. We are, can you believe it? This is almost a minute. Time flies when it's hard. Okay, take a rest long enough to get into that side plank, okay? The side plank is with your knees bent because we're gonna do external rotation. This technically is a foundation exercise, okay? We're gonna go 30 seconds and then we're gonna switch sides, okay? To make it a little bit of change, we can bring our arm up, change the center of gravity. Typically that just brings more into the abdominals and low back, okay? All right, let's go the other side. Spin around, don't take too long to get over there. Don't be taking your time. Okay, here we go. Lift up and rotate. Okay, put my arm up. Maybe not the best song to be doing something like this too, but sorry about that. Let's go 10 more seconds here. My knee is resting, but then it allows me to be able to do my glute a little bit more. And take a rest. All right, guys. Now this classic plank. I'm gonna spin around where my towel is. The position I want your hands is open and 90. I don't want it like this, okay? So open it up. Have those hands apart. Ready? Going for full minute. In 3, 2, and 1, begin. Here's that 60-second. Think about the last trip you went on. That was so much fun that you're ready to book it again. Probably a lot of them for some of you. Oh, and I'm sure some of you have had to cancel your plans. But hey, if this didn't happen, you guys wouldn't be here in my garage, doing planks with me in my garage. We're halfway, 30 seconds of this, guys. Think about your abdominals. Suck them in. Get the tummy off your waistband. Suck it in. We're at 45 seconds, 15 seconds to go. Now we're closing in on close to 15 minutes of abdominals. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, lay on that tummy. Relax that tummy muscle. Relax your shoulders. Take deep breaths in. By this time, you might be breathing out of your mouth, which is pretty normal. There's all this effort. Okay, now we're gonna stretch that low back out. We did about 15 minutes of core, and we started 2 weeks ago with 10, so I think we're improving here. Okay, suck in that tummy, squeeze those glutes. Your feet are on the mat, the tops of your feet are on the mat. So you're squeezing your glutes and you're pressing up. You're getting a stretch in that low back. And then come on down. These are called press ups. And you want to hold those tummy muscles in before, and squeeze your glutes before you lift up. And the reason is so that you're stretching your back and you're not stretching the spine, okay? Back muscles, not the vertebrae. Hold that up. All right, we're going back over onto our back. Or actually, let's go onto our side. Because this is really, truly, I'm not lying, what I wanted to do initially. So I am stacked. So my hands are touching. I can rest my head on a towel, or I can hold it up. Either one. I've got my feet on top of each other, knees on top. I'm all lined up, and I'm gonna go straight back. Okay, I'm gonna keep a straight plank. I'm not gonna go around. If you wanna go around, that's fine, but I'm gonna go just straight over, okay? This is another chest stretch and low back, okay? Let's go one more time. Open that up. Hold this stretch now and take a deep breath in. Okay, let's go the other side. I'm gonna face away from the camera, excuse me. But then you can see where I am as I open up, okay? I'm not as tight on this side, so my shoulder on this side is almost touching. Here we go. We're gonna go 5 of these. That was 1. This is 2. Keep your knees in contact with each other. Don't open them up, okay? Don't let that knee float. Don't let it float. Keep it there. We're trying to isolate so that thoracic is getting the stretch. Your QLs, chest. Get one more. Okay, let's go roll over onto our back. Now, long stretch. This is a nice stretch after we do all that core. Interlock your fingers over the head and open up those ribs. Deep breath in. Arms come down. We're going to go 5 snow angels. Leave your legs alone. It's just in the arms. 2, 3, 4, one more. And 5. Okay, bring that knee into the chest. Rotate that ankle again. Go the other way with the ankle. Rotate. This bothers your knee, just put your hand in underneath and pull, okay? Switch sides. Again, you can put your hand on your knee or you can tuck it in. What you're doing is pressing, pulling, hugging that leg into your chest. Okay, rotate that ankle. Go the other way. Okay, long stretch again. This time, that long stretch, we're gonna scissor our arms, okay, on thumbs. My palms are facing each other. I'm trying to keep my arms as straight or my elbows straight. I don't want to bend, okay? I'm not doing this, I'm straight. As I'm doing this, don't think about the number of times we're doing it, but expanding those ribs, expanding in that diaphragm area, sucking in that tummy. Okay, now bring both knees into the chest. This time you're gonna lift your head up and curl it up. You're gonna rock side to side. There are so many stretches we could be doing, guys. I could have you here for 2 hours. Well, you'd be bored, but I feel like I could stretch for 2 hours. It always feels so good. There's always a muscle group. Okay, now you can put your feet down, knees are bent. You're gonna alternate. Okay, I'm just stretching out back of that knee. I'm feeling a little stretch in my hamstring. Okay, all right, now time for that strap, time for that towel or the band. Okay, we are going to actually today do some flossing, okay? So the band is gonna go right into your arch, okay, or the towel. And what you're going to do is you're gonna floss it like you would a tooth, that ankle, okay? So side to side. Okay, I'm gonna straighten my leg out. I should probably tip this up. Okay. And I'm flossing. This works better with the towel or a stiff strap, like a yoga strap. But this feels really good on the peroneal muscles, these side lower leg muscles, okay? All right, that's a floss. Now, where the band is, again, it's in my arch. I'm going to straighten out my other leg, and now I'm gonna pull, try and keep my leg as straight as I can. You can have a slight bend, that's fine, but right now I'm trying to get the back of my knee in that upper calf and hamstring, okay? My foot is lined right up with the same side as, so it's my right leg, right shoulder. Now back off. And now we're gonna go to the opposite shoulder. Don't drop it all the way over. And now what I want you to do is let that foot get pulled, okay? So we're rotating that foot. So not only do I feel it here, but I'm feeling it in those peroneals. See, this is a new stretch for many of you. All right, line that ankle back up, put it here, bend that knee, and now pull forward. And now this is isolating that hamstring. Okay? All right, last stretch on this right leg. We're gonna do the IT band stretch. So back it up, and then bring it over to the height of about 18 inches off the floor, and hold it, and then pull that foot towards your opposite shoulder. And that is a very intense stretch all the way down. If you don't feel it, you can lower it a little bit. Wow, okay, take that off. Other side, remember, the placement is in the arch. And we're going to start flossing that other ankle, okay? Floss. It's like you're steering a horse. You're tugging to the right, turn right, and left to turn left. Okay, keep it straight. Let this other leg go straight, completely straight leg, and it's lined up the same side shoulder, and pull. Hopefully you guys are breathing through this. Okay, back it off, and we're gonna go to the opposite shoulder, and we're gonna pull more to the right, pull one side, so I'm internally rotating that ankle to get that stretch in the peroneal, and I'm lined up to that opposite shoulder. This one is an intense stretch for sure in that lower leg. Okay, let's line it back up, go back, lined up to the same side. Now bend that knee and pull so we can really just think about hamstring. I love that stretch. Okay, now here we go. IT band. This stretch is for you, Paul. On that left side, I think might be even tighter. Oh boy. So I am 18 inches from the floor. And I'm trying to breathe through this one, but this one kind of catches me off guard here. Breathe through. Okay, let's bring it back. Now, the band is going to go on both legs. We're going to bend them and pull them forward. So there's a slight band. And I'm bringing them forward. I'm stretching my low back. I'm stretching both hamstrings. Take a deep breath. I want 2 deep breaths in. Okay, go ahead and take that off. Or you can hold on to it for some of you that can't reach on those ankles. And what you're going to do is you're going to draw the bands in. This isn't much of a stretch for me. So I'm going to grab a hold of my ankles. But if you need that towel to pull in and open up those hips, that's what we're doing. A complete flat back on this one. I'm going to let go of my band. I'm going to grab a hold of my ankles. Okay, now I'm going to take them to the floor, and I'm going to let gravity and the weight of my legs get a nice stretch in that inner thigh and open up those hips. I want 2 deep breaths on this one. Okay, now we're going to straighten those legs out. And you're going to contract those quads. You're going to contract them so you can squeeze those thighs. Try to stretch out the back of those knees. Flex your feet so your foot is nice and flexed like that. You're trying to get a nice stretch here and in the calf muscles. I don't know if you guys can see it, so I'm going to back up a little bit. And so what you're going to do is your legs are on the floor. I'm going to back up some more. They are straight, and now I'm trying to point them. Okay, and that's kind of a hard one. It's easier to do when we're sitting up. But one more long stretch. I'm just repositioning. Okay, so one more stretch. Legs are straight. Contract those thighs. Flex those feet. Interlock your fingers. Arms over the head. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let go of those hands and those fingers and let them come all the way down to your side. tuck the small of your scapula into the floor, open up the chest, palms are up towards the ceiling. One last deep breath in. All right, so we're gonna stretch our neck out in this position. I'm not sure you guys can see me in where my neck is. I'm gonna tip this down a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna take this towel, my old baby blanket out. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna tuck my chin in. So, yep, you guys can see that. All right, so you're tucking it in. And what you're going to do is feel that stretch in the small of your neck. Okay, and then open it up and tuck that chin in. When you tuck it in, then you're going to turn your head to the side, back to the center, tuck it in, and go the other way. Okay, we're going to do it one more time. Tuck it in, double chin, who cares? And roll to the side. This time I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to give it a little bit of a tug. And I'm going to the other side, tuck it in, and put a slight little bit of pressure on your face. All right, guys. So we're going to roll ourselves up, roll to the side, bring yourself up. We're going to crisscross applesauce. And we've got 2 more minutes, so we're going to stay down on the floor. You can stand up to do this. We're going to stretch out a little bit more of our shoulders. I'm going to tip this up. You can see where my arms are going. Okay, but I'm still seated. Sit down on a chair, sit down on the floor. What I'm going to do is if my palms are up, my thumbs are going back. Okay, I'm squeezing my shoulder blades. Keep my ears lined up with my shoulders, and then come here, squeeze. Now come up, interlocking my fingers, and I'm gonna open up, side bend. Side bend. I think I have long arms or something. I can never see the top. Let's see here. See them now? Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Side bend again. Other side. Okay. Open up. Put your hands together. Put your elbows together. And then around. Okay. Here we go. Go 5 times. There's 2. 3. 2 more to go, guys, and then we will be finished. 4. On the 5th one, we're gonna wrap our arms around our shoulders. Give ourselves a big hug. Wiggle those fingers all the way around. You can hold on to your shoulder blades. Rotate, rotate,